Hello everyone, I am RexRed and I am back with another EZ3DTV tutorial today. And we are going to, just a brief video, okay? We're just going to do something real quick, okay? Now this is something that I have wanted to figure out how to do for years, okay? Ever since VDBs came out, there has been a way to you put your VDB in the scene, okay? And we go like this. And let's try the spindly fog VDB, okay? And this is what I've been taught, okay, that you do is you put a light inside the VDB. So you put like some kind of like point light in the scene. Okay, and then you put the light into your VDB, and let's see if we got this in here. It's like a time-consuming thing, all right? You have to get it just right. And when you get the light into your scene, into the area you want, then, because this is an invisible light, remember, then we go into the parameters. And we go here to our color and we pick a color like maybe red. And we go like that. And we bring the light up to some degree here. Lumens, let's go 5. And as you can see, now when we go to render this, we have a colored VDB. I have not liked this approach at all because it's really time consuming and you end up with just a whole bunch of lights in your scene, and especially if you have if you just want a lot of color in your scene, okay? So this is one approach, okay? I have not really liked this approach. Now I'm going to show you another approach. It all of a sudden occurred to me, okay? So this is what I do. I bring you stuff that I've figured out. I don't necessarily, I don't always go to somebody else's page and look for something that they do and try to do it a little better. This is new, okay? So what you do is you take and you put several of these VDBs in your scene, okay? So you go like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, okay? Then what you do is you take this VDB and you rotate it a little bit like that. You take this one, you rotate it a little bit on the y-axis just to kind of give these a different place, and then you rotate this one maybe all the way around like that. And then you rotate this one like kind of maybe all the way this way, just so it kind of looks like what you want it to sort of kind of look like. And you can look at it from the top and sort of see what you're doing, okay? But once you have, and a lot of times in my brain, I think, oh, you can't use multiple VDBs in the same scene. Well, apparently you can. All right, so then what we do is we go here to and open up the VDB until we get to like the smoke cube. All right, and then we go to surfaces, and you go here, and this scattering multiplier, you just give that a color, and suddenly that VDB has its own color, okay? Then you go here to this one, and you go to this VDB, and you give this one its own color, and you go like that. And then you go to this VDB here, and you give it its own color, and we'll go with red. Now you can go with pastel colors, or you could go with like primary colors. It's up to you, all right, what you want for colors. And you can use different you don't have to use the same shape of VDB, and you can mix them with other VDBs. Okay, so then this one will go with a green like this. Okay, and something's, oh, okay, something looks like it's wrong here. Let's look. Okay, this one's yellow. This one is blue. Okay, this one is red. Maybe I've done something wrong here. Okay, I kind of know what's wrong, but at this point, I just want to make sure the scattering multiplier. Okay, this on the first one, make sure I did this all right, the scattering multiplier, as long as you have that. Okay, so what I believe is happening here is this is my environment lights. Okay, so what I'm going to do is switch the environment. Okay, we're going to take and save this as VDB color B color 2 will go, okay? And because what's happening, I believe, is my camera light is whiting out the color, okay? It's blowing the color out. It's so bright. Okay, so what we do is now if we go to our environment options and parameters, I believe if we set this to our sun sky only, all right, then that turns off my camera light. Then I could go to the environment and make the backdrop black. Okay, so the color shows up a little bit more. All right, now look what we have here. We have a very multicolored VDB kind of cloud, okay? And it's very, very nice. And so what you can do now, we bring in our figure, okay? Just so we have a kind of idea of how big our VDB actually is. And see, so the way we're doing is just by using because there's no way to color, you know, unless you want to plant lights all over. And what if I have another VDB? Then the light is going to like color both of those VDBs together if they're overlaid. So this is a way to get your VDB colored the way you that you want it, so that you end up with very unique fields of color, okay, that are not imposing or blending into other VDBs, okay? So now we got a little bit of clipping here, and I believe we can fix that by scaling the clipping and all of that. I'm not sure exactly, but I believe we can fix that by scaling the clipping. So, but we're not going to worry about that right at this moment. We're going to go here and just get our Genesis 9, just so we have a kind of a scene here that to some degree, I'll go with Nigo, and we're going to give him a male shape. We'll give him some clothing and clothes. And we will give him some skin. We'll go with Nathan's skin. And we'll give him a pose, and we'll give him some hair. And so this is the way to get color in your, and you can do this. You can mix all kinds of VDBs and give each one their own separate color. And this is how you get and it's so easy, okay, to just put multiple VDBs into your scene. Okay, so now let's go and give Nigo a pose. And we'll give him that pose. And I believe he's got skin, it looks like. And so what we can do now is we can take these VDBs, all of them, we can put them in a group, okay, group them together. So we go VDB, all right, and Then we can push them back a little bit so that our character kind of stands out in our scene, so he's not like completely lost in the fog. All right. Now we can take our environment. Remember, we have this sun and sky environment. Let's give him some hair as well. So we'll go here and we'll give, oops, we didn't want to put hair on the VDB. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so let's go to Genesis 9. We'll give him some hair. All right, here. And that works. And then, okay, we'll turn this back a little bit like that. So now what we can do is we can take our environment options. We can light this, okay, the way we want. I can go here to the dome rotation, and I can move the dome and light the VDB and my figure kind of the way I want to light him. All right, like this. And then what we can do is we can put some kind of ground plane in, or what we can do is we could bring in another VDB, okay, like a ground level VDB, like say let's try this wisp array, and we can bring this up a little bit like this wisp array, and we could bring this up some like so that it's so he's kind of caught in the fog. And then we can take this array here and we can go into surfaces and we can give this a color. Okay, see how that works? So we are able to bring massive color into our scene, and we can take this VDB group here and we can push it back. I think it's still ahead a little bit. So we can push it back, Z translate, just so that it's not kind of enveloping him as much. Then we can make sure that our setting here is like we got 1920 by 1080. Let's do a quick render and see what this looks like. And so this is how you colorize your VDBs. I can see you're already rushing into your Daz to try this out. So yeah, this is it. This gives you massive color. This is the product of me racking my brains for the last since VDBs came out. As you'll look back and you'll see I have like multiple hour-long videos of me trying to use planes to light VDBs to get different colors in different areas of the VDBs, because I have never liked using point lights and playing around with point lights to get them into the VDB. And this is so quick, and you can come in, as you well know, you can come into your bogs here. Now, this is kind of weird how these all got broken up into different placer. Okay. When I put them together, they lost their grouping. Okay. So, which is not good. Okay. Invisible smoke cube. All right. So we have invisible smoke cube. All right, and so this is the smoke cube. Okay, so this is what we use to change when we go into surfaces. So we can come in here, and now what we could do is relative density. I believe this helps to take and stop that cutoff part. So if we go into the smoke cube and we hit this relative density, I believe it kind of fits the density, invisible smoke into the bounding box better. I might be wrong about that, but I think when I do this, it looks better. It doesn't look chopped off. okay? And we could also do that with this cube here. Relative density. So it scales to the density scales to the size of the cube. And I believe it will also give you a better looking more refined kind of fog. Now we could take this big VDB here, and we can go to parameters, and we can move it up. Why? But this is all what I would call aesthetics, okay? Just how you want to kind of do your scene and all. But this is it, okay? This is the world. This is a very good kind of technique, okay? For now, there are other VDBs that have actually flame in them, and you can. I may do a video on those VDBs where within the VDB there's a flame. Well, you can put multiple more variation. This is just dealing with smoke, okay? But the flame or heat element that is in your VDB can also give you where each heat element could have a different color as well. And that creates like fire and smoke. And the smoke can have its own color, and the fire can have its own color, and it can be divided off into different VDBs as well. So this is a groundbreaking technique, okay? I've never seen anybody do it, and now you can do it very, very easily by just now. The thing is if you'd like this to be, you can go in each of these VDBs, you can lower the density so that they're just very thin fogs, or you can bring the density up incredibly high so that they are really thick rolling kind of smoke kinds of fog. But this is it, people. This is the most awesome. This is what my brain has been trying to figure out for years and years. Since VDBs were added to Daz Studio, I have been trying to figure this out. And all of a sudden, it just occurred to me, I can put different spindly, because this spindly fog is what kind of gave me the idea, because it's little kind of plumes of fog that come up. And I thought, well, what if I put another one in, move it around, and give it a different color, and then bingo. Then the spindles would come up in different areas and be different colors, and suddenly my brain figured it out. So I think that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to try to make short videos. I love you people. At this point, maybe people will come in, watch the video, go, and they might enjoy this better, and they can come back to this and say, how did he do that again? How did he make that multicolored fog? Well, I don't think people are going to forget this, because this is so incredibly groundbreaking. But this is how you do it, okay? This is how you do this. This is just so beautiful. And we got Sickle Yield's gorgeous artwork here, showcased now in the most amazing way. So, all right. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next EZ3DTV tutorial. Please remember to like, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. And I will be back with more of this when I'm trying to get things. I'm trying to look for a new job and trying to do other things. So, but at this point, I figured if I could just do a bunch of little teeny videos like this, little live videos, and show you guys small techniques, put them, and then it would be easier for you to kind of just watch a video while you're having your lunch or something. All right, thanks again for watching. All righty, bye-bye, people. Take care. Let me see. Not sure. I haven't had the live chat on. I'm not sure if anybody said anything. I will see you again. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, evening, morning, night, brunch, I don't know, mid-evening, late afternoon, all of those. Have a lovely one.